Greetings, chem students. This is Mr. Braun. Today we're going to talk about computer lab number 27, acid dissociation constant K sub A. In this experiment, you will gain experience mixing solutions of a specified concentration. I'm going to give you a specific concentration, and you are going to need to make that concentration. You're going to experimentally determine the dissociation constant, the Ka, of an acid, and you are going to investigate the effect of initial solution on concentration on the equilibrium constant. Right here is an equation that you're going to see that has aqueous acetic acid, and it's breaking down into the hydrogen ion concentration and the acetate ion concentration. So you're going to use this to do the K sub A. There's a couple of things that we are going to need to do pre-lab. Okay, you are going to need to write the equilibrium concentration expression for acetic acid. It says to use box 3 in the data table to do this calculation. Also, you are going to have two different concentrations of acetic acid that you need to make for this lab. Okay, I am going to give you a 2 molar concentration. You are going to have to make a dilution to have your specific concentrations. So it says show your calculations and answers in space 4 of the data and calculations table. So as I come down to that table here, data and calculations, Ka expression, okay, for here, it's going to be the same for both of these. Okay, when you get here, okay, you are going to have to determine the volume of the 2 molar acetic acid to make your assigned concentrations. So you'll have assigned concentrations right here that I will give you, and then you will have to determine how much of the 2 molar solution. Go back to when we talked about solutions. We talked about how to make dilutions. Okay, so you're going to need to review those notes to determine how much of the acetic acid that you will need. Okay, so you'll need to do those 2 things after you watch this video. All right, so you need to have that by the time we come in to do the lab. All right, the procedure, what you're going to do is you're going to hook up a pH sensor to the LabQuest, and we will use pH sensor to determine a pH. Once you've determined that pH, you can use the pH equations that we've been dealing with to calculate the hydrogen ion concentration. Once you have the hydrogen ion concentration, that should be a 1-to-1 ratio with your acetic or your acetate ion concentration, and you will have the initial concentration of your acetic acid, so you will be able to then calculate your Ka. All right. So what you're going to do is you're going to follow the directions here. Okay. You are going to make a specific concentration, 100 milliliters. Okay, so you're going to make 100 milliliters of your concentration, so you need to have to determine how much of the 2.0 molar solution that you need. Okay, so once we get down to processing the data, it should be a nice, easy calculation. All right, you're going to determine the hydrogen ion concentration from the pH. Okay, you're going to use the hydrogen ion concentration to determine the acetate ion concentration. This concentration right here will be your initial concentration, so that'll be down here, your assigned concentration right there. That'll be this initial concentration, all right? And then you're going to be able to calculate the Ka of the specific acid. So down here, and you're going to have two of these calculations for the Ka. All right? So probably the hardest part is going to be figuring out this pre-lab number 2 on how to make the concentrations. And once again, go back and look in your notes over how to make dilutions. That should be in the solution section of your notes over phases and mixtures. Once again, this is Mr. Braun. We're discussing computer lab number 27, acid dissociation constant, K sub A. Come students, let's investigate.